Hello everyone, this is the second episode of Cooking with Just 2 Mom. Since everyone loved the first one with the grilled cheese, I figured why not make another video. So today I'm making one of my family favorites, margarita pasta. This is a pretty easy recipe. All you need is 2 pints of grape tomatoes, which you can see they're right here, and I did wash them so they're drying on napkins because you don't want, when they're put into the olive oil, you don't want them to splash any of that, olive oil on you. So rinse them and then just dry them because you have to be careful. Especially nowadays, you have to rinse everything. So I'm just drying them as I go. And then you need some basil, which as you can see is some here. Don't put too much at first because sometimes basil can be a little strong. It can taste like a little bit like licorice. And some garlic cloves, which I like to have garlic in mine, but it's optional. You don't have to have garlic in it. Sometimes I make it with garlic, sometimes I don't. And of course, mozzarella, love it, a block of it. I'm gonna cube that up in a few minutes. And pasta, of course, you can't have it without pasta. Now, we usually use the 16 ounces, but since it's just my husband and I, it's just gonna be half a box probably, like maybe a little over 12 ounces, because we like our margherita pasta to be extra saucy. And it's gonna have some red pepper flakes, about a half a teaspoon, and olive oil, like 3 tablespoons and more, because I like to have some olive oil in there. And yeah, let's get started. I'm going to smash the garlic, and then so I can take off the jackets. See, you gotta take off the jackets. Easy that way. And then I'm gonna cut some pieces. I love garlic. Oh my gosh, so delicious. Now you have to be careful. As I said, I usually like a claw, like a little cat, and it just hits my knuckle. Yeah, and it's okay if they're big pieces because you don't want them to be disintegrated because then it's gonna burn. So you want to make sure that they're, cut in pieces. That's one. As you can see, I didn't cut them that small. And let's do that. And then little pieces, but not too little. See that? That's the perfect way so they don't get burnt. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I love the smell. And then these, I'm not gonna do anything with them until the end because if you do, they'll get all mushy. You don't want that. So why this recipe is easy? Well, because all you do is put olive oil in a pan, have some boiling water in a different pan, and you just put these in there after you put the garlic and the red pepper flakes. I mean, come on, not bad. Now I'm gonna just cut this so you can see that? Just cubing it. That's all. That's all. See that? Nice. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Mozzarella, so delish. Now, I'm going to have this and then cube it. See? Cube. You don't have to be precise because you want them to melt, but not melt entirely, just enough. Okay, and then there that goes. Maybe I should have cut these beforehand because it takes a little bit of time. But I'm gonna have to have one of these because no so good. For sure. Let me get this out of the way. Yummy. Oh my god, so salty. Yummy. Okay. There you go. Now you have to do this with cube cheese because If you do it with shredded cheese, it will melt very easy, and you really don't want it to be, you want it to be like globs of cheese. You know what I mean? Oh, so good when they're globs of cheese. Okay. And I think that's good enough. I don't think I'm gonna put all the cheese in there. Here's the boiling water. That's not even on high, okay? I've had it boiling for a bit because it would take forever for that thing to boil. So I have that boiling, and I'm going to put a lot of salt in here because it needs to taste like salted water, the boiling water. It's fettuccine time. I'm gonna put, like I said, half a box, and that should probably take like, since it's fettuccine, it'll probably take like 10 to 12 minutes. I don't know, I like to break it in half so it'll be quicker. There you go. And now it's at, I guess, 8 ounces. There we go. It's almost 12 ounces. Perfect. Not too high because then it's going to stick. And always stir your pasta so it doesn't stick. See? Wooden spoon, perfect. There you go. Yes, perfecto. Make sure it's all good. Okay, I already have a large pot here, and it has some olive oil already in it because I started this video a few seconds ago and it was a little too hot. But I'm putting in the 3rd tablespoon of olive oil, and that should be good. I like a lot of olive oil in this because it will cook the sauce really well. And so here is the red pepper flakes. It's about a half teaspoon or less, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. I like a lot in there. And let's put in the garlic. There you go, perfect. And I'm going to stir this a little bit. Splashing because I did have some water on here, but that's okay. Now, I'm definitely putting the tomatoes in there. There we go. I'm going to put it in slowly. Supposed to do it away from it, but it's not. It's supposed to be away, so here it is, away. And here is the rest. Oh my god, that smells yummy! Yep, flattering, you gotta be careful. I'm telling you, that's why you gotta dry the tomatoes. Dry the tomatoes. Now I'm gonna put some more olive oil because I like a lot of olive oil. Now, like I said earlier, you do not need the garlic. Now, what I do like to do is, oh great, this is not the one. Oh, I broke the other lid. Okay, I like to cover it. I'm gonna check on my pasta just to make sure, just to see if it's al dente. And hot, it's gonna be hot. No, it's not ready. But what I am going to do is put a little salt in here. Where's my salt container? Okay. Definitely going to put some salt. As you can see, my salt container. And here we go. I don't want to splash on the phone. I'm supposed to do that in the beginning. But you know, it happens. I'm going to use this so it won't splatter on my phone. There you go. Now, what I usually do is wait until it bursts, the tomatoes, and then we can, we know that that's getting soft and the sauce is getting prepared. But you have to wait until it bursts. It's going to take a few minutes. It's not going to take that long. Once that happens, then we can smash it You can smash it with this wooden spoon or with a potato smasher, which I usually use this. And yeah, let's see if the pasta is doing well here. I think I might need some more salt in there. But like I said, it has to taste salty in water. So you're going to use a little bit of that water in the sauce. So the pasta is coming out really well. Ooh, that's hot. Coming out good. You guys are going to be like, what? This is delicious when it's done. I can't wait. Is it hot? No. Okay. Nope. Just going to wait a few minutes and I'm going to crush it and you'll see what happens. So the pasta's still cooking, which is good. I'll pan it a little bit, which I really don't want to, but I'll do it. See? Still cooking. My tripod's gonna fall on. And this is still going right here, so this is good. Perfect. Now, as you can see, I took it off the burner because I don't want to get burned. And I'm going to mash this. So this is how you can mash it if you don't have a potato masher like that. See how it, look at that. Just made its own little sauce. It's all nice and mushy. That's what you want. You can leave some of the pieces in whole. Some people like it whole. I like them mashed. So you can do that with that. Or you can use a potato masher, which to me is so much easier. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So cool. Yep. Just remember to be careful when you're putting in the tomatoes in the pot. Sometimes I just put it in the oil just when it's like warm, not hot, with all the ingredients in there, and then just put the lid on and you can just, you know, let it cook. And then just take it off the stove before you open up the lid to see if it's done. If it's got all, you know, if it bursts and it's all mushed looking, there you go. There's the sauce. That's why I like a lot of olive oil, because it just works with it. And if you have good olive oil, even better. Yep, there you go. Now it's gonna be the time for the testing, how it came out. So there it is. I'm gonna taste it in a few minutes. I turned off the pasta because I don't really want it to be mushy. So I like al dente. And let's see. Ooh, that's hot. Yep, al dente. And I like to do this, put it in the sauce and taste it. That's usually the way I make it. Oh my God, that's delicious. Let me see how the sauce tastes, because it might need some more salt or some olive oil. Okay. This I don't like to put in my mouth hot because this does burn. That tastes yummy. Just the right amount of heat. I am putting some more salt in there. It's kosher salt, so don't freak out. Yeah. And let me taste it again. I love making this sauce. This is an easy one. Okay, let's see. Taste it again. Definitely have to get it a little cool down. Delicious. Pasta's made. All I'm gonna do now is put the cheese inside so it'll get a little bit soft. Just put these little cubes in here. And I'll put this on a little bit. Let's see. just want to melt it a little bit. Cheese. Yummy. I usually make it in the big pot. This, you know, put the sauce and everything in the big pot, but I don't really want to do that because then I have to dump out the water from the pot. It's so much easier doing this way. So, here we go. Just going to mix that in a little bit. See if it gets a little melty. Yep. So good. Oh my gosh. It's getting there. You see how that looks with this? You can see the sauce like getting a little bit more creamy. I love that. Oh, you see that? Ah, cheese. Nice. See the little melty part right there? And then you can make them smaller, but I don't really want it to be mushed. I just want it to be like globs of cheese inside the sauce. Yeah. So let's see if it'll melt. A little bit just to get it to melt. So good. Might as well just use all the cheese. Okay. It's melting. Look at that. Globby. I love all these little, it's like little pillows of cheese. Okay, let's leave that there for a few minutes. Then I'll put the basil inside and then the pasta. It'll be perfect. You'll see. Okay. You see how it's melting a little bit? That's how I like it. Just to be like soft, not to be extremely melted. See that? Oh, that looks so yummy. Now, I'm going to put the pasta in. And this is how I do it. I just bring it over here. And there it is. And there we go. Because I want some of that water that's in the pasta to bind with the sauce. And it makes it perfect. It's easier that way anyways. You don't have to dump all the water out. I'm going to turn this off instead of moving the whole thing. And there we go. Let's see. Just to make it perfectly soft. Okay. See, it still has some of them in there that are globbed. Some of them have melted, but some of them have not, as you can see, which is not bad. And now I'm going to put some of these pieces of basil in here because I do like the smell of basil and the taste of it. So I'm just tearing it up, just the top part. That can be omitted too, but I like it. Now tell me that's not yummy. Come on, all that cheese. Look at that. Now, I'm going to put some of this on here on my plate. And then you can see how yummy it is before I eat it. And then you know what? This is actually how much I eat. So don't make fun of me. This is usually the way I eat. I can't help it. I love this pasta. Okay, I'm going to eat this and see how it tastes because I have not tasted it yet. just separately. That is delicious. You need to put the pepper flakes in here only because pepper flakes give it that nice little spice. So good. The cheese is awesome. I can finish this whole thing. Because all this reminds me of is pizza, which I love pizza. But like I said, you do not need the garlic because I just like garlic in there, but garlic is optional. I just love the way it tastes. You see, look at that big glob of cheese. I mean, that's a lot of cheese. Which usually we fight over the big glob of cheese. Yep. But I already have some here, which I am going to eat right now. Wow. After we were talking, I put a big cheese in there. But delicious. That was so good. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what kind of pasta you guys like. Subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed my video. Bye.